Hey boys and girls, it's Sharon here again with you with my friend Amelia. And we're here today in our favorite spot in Peakfields Park to talk to you about God's presence. What does that mean? It means God being here with us, even here in Peakfields. So stick around. That's a bummer. So, skateboarding had been cut short.
Yeah.
Between tractors and rain and all kinds of other things and dead batteries. So, but we've made the best of it, right, Amelia?
Yeah.
Right. So where are we sitting right now?
In a teepee.
We're sitting in a teepee of sticks, which is also here at the park, and I challenge you to find it. But we were talking about how God is with us. So this is a really good example of how to remember that God is with you and for you in every situation. We describe God with this big word called omnipresent. And what that means is God can be everywhere at the same time. So at the same time you might need Him for comfort, He can also be with me, bringing me comfort. It's an incredible thing that only God can do. And all you have to do is talk to Him.
Correct.
How do you think God helped us out in this situation?
Well, I found this teepee and it started raining, so He gave us His protection.
He gave us shelter. So today's Bible verse is Isaiah 41:10. And that Bible verse is, do not fear.
Do not fear.
For I am with you.
I am with you.
Do not be afraid.
Do not be afraid.
For I am your God.
I am your God.
So here's your mission if you choose to accept it. In a few weeks, we're going to be going back to school. And there might be some back to school jitters or fears that you might have. You might be worried that you don't know anybody in your class. And that's okay, because remember what Isaiah says. Do not fear, for I am with you. And if God is with you, you can ask Him for things like courage, so that you're brave when you walk into that new classroom. You can ask Him for His heart and for His eyes, so that you can see people the way He does. And that will help you make new friends. It'll give you the courage to approach people and say, hey, do you want to come have lunch with me? Because you never know, that person might be feeling just as scared as you are. What kind of advice would you give to kids when they feel alone and they need to connect with God?
Well, I'd say do not be afraid. God is right here, even though you can't see Him.
And He's always with us when we have His word in our hearts, so that no matter where we go, God is with us.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important, boys and girls, when we teach you these really cool Bible verses, that you store them up in your heart. That is the best way God will be with you everywhere you go. So I think we should
rehearse the verse.
You got it. Isaiah 41:10.
Isaiah 41:10.
Do not fear,
Do not fear,
for I am with you.
for I am with you.
Do not be afraid,
Do not be afraid,
for I am your God.
I am your God.
That's awesome. So remember, boys and girls, no matter what the situation is, maybe it's a first day at a new school, or maybe you're working on a project that just keeps getting into trouble. I think it's raining now. All right, let's do this really quickly. And you need God's help. Reach out. You can. 3, 2, 1. Pray. Because God is always with you wherever you go. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
We're in this together.